Hello and welcome back to Enterprise Coworking Community Spotlight. This month we are interviewing Jessica Hubbard, our principal architect of GMSHAY. Jessica, thank you for taking the time to sit down with us today.
Yeah, happy to be here. Thanks for
Yes,
having me.
of course. So let's get into it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background and what you do for GMSHAY?
Sure. So, as you mentioned, I am an architect and I am a building architect, not to be confused with a software architect, because I know these days there's like a difference.
Right.
And I've been an architect since school. I went to school for it. It's a pretty long road. It's a 6-year path. So went to undergrad for architecture, went to graduate school for architecture, and then I joined GMSHAY, my current firm, when I was living in Savannah, Georgia. I went to the Savannah College of Art and Design for graduate school and joined the firm there and was working under Patrick Shea, who's the Shea in Gunmeyer Shea. We're actually 70 years old. We
Oh,
were founded in
wow.
Savannah, Georgia in 1956.
Uh-huh.
And so my husband at the time was living out here, and my now husband. And so we were long distance. And so I left Savannah during COVID, beginning of
Uh-huh.
COVID, came out here, started working for a corporate firm based in Denver. And then 3 years later, my old boss, Pat, called me and basically offered me an opportunity to become his partner and open a studio here in Denver. And so that's how I got here today. And now I am running a studio here in Colorado. We have one full-time employee and one intern. And yeah, it's been a grind. And I definitely am not formally trained to be an HR director and be a business development director, but
Yeah.
yeah, formally trained architect, but also trying to gain some traction here and open a studio.
Yeah, wearing many hats. Yeah.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
That's awesome. What makes GM Shea different from other companies in your field, would you say?
So we have always been regional, we've always been local to Savannah, and now trying to mimic that here in Colorado. I think there are a lot of large firms that take on projects all over the world, all over the country. We really try to remain local, and I think there's something really special to that. I mean, being an architect, you have to understand local building codes, the local landscape politically and like
Mhm.
literally.
Yeah.
And so I think that has always been a huge value proposition of working with GMSHA is that we try to stay local. Like here in Colorado, it's a little different because there are so many communities. So I try to stay within like a 2 to 3 hour driving range.
Mhm.
So I think that sets us apart. I would say we also bring extensive experience in historic preservation and working with existing buildings. And in Colorado, that's actually pretty hard to find a studio that understands historic preservation and working with the National Park Service. And so that is our huge value proposition here.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, I think regionally, nationally, I mean, there's kind of like you have small, medium, large firms. And so they all kind of fall into the same bucket. Like if you want a more boutique experience, you go to a smaller firm. If you want like I don't know, like a name brand or like a big known architect, you go to those big known architects that are huge and have 10,000 employees. So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, I love the whole restoring like older buildings, all that kind of stuff. Because yeah, I do think that that's pretty rare around here. I feel like there's a lot of new things going up, but there's a lot of good buildings that, still have a lot of life in that. So
I agree.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
That's awesome. Um, what are like some projects that you're working on currently, if you can discuss?
Sure. So I think one of our most exciting projects we have right now, we're working with the Denver Tennis Club,
Hmm.
and we're working on providing an addition for them, renovating their what's currently their outdoor pavilion, and we're going to extend their indoor space and bring more gathering space to the club.
Cool.
They're a great client. They are actually Denver's oldest tennis club. So
Oh.
there's a lot of legacy members there and a lot of really well-connected
Mhm.
members to the greater Denver community. So I'm really enjoying working on that right now. One of our smaller projects is actually a dog boarding facility in the Springs, but it is really special. It's a family-owned business, and it's actually the owners opened this dog boarding facility to honor their late daughter, and so that one's really special to us. It's a renovation, so it's not a new build, but we are really enjoying working on that one. And then our final project, we just kicked off an affordable housing development in Colorado Springs.
Oh,
And so
nice.
we're excited to move forward with that one. Um, yeah, I think those are kind of our like fun ones.
Yeah.
We pursue a lot. We pursue a lot of planning projects, municipal projects. Um, in Savannah, we've been hospitality designers for the past 35 years. And so trying to look for hotel opportunities here in Colorado. Yeah, it's been a tough market, but I feel like we stay nimble and that's what keeps us going.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's kind of cool how it's like so many different kinds of like projects, like the tennis club, the dogs, and then we got that. I like that. I think that's
Yeah.
cool. Makes it
Yeah. And
interesting, right?
that's like, I think that's another beauty. Oh, I'm in this room where the light is motion activated, so beware.
Good.
But yeah, I think that's also one of the beauties and the value that GMSHAY brings is that we do have our specialties, but we're also quick studies. We try to, you know, learn a new project type, and show up for our clients in that way. A lot of firms have, they're like healthcare firm or they're a hospitality only firm. And I feel like we've really tried to stay nimble. Like our Savannah team's working on a mass timber library right now.
Mm,
And so, yeah, I love working on different projects at all times. And they all seem to overlap. Like our hospitality experience overlaps with the Denver Tennis Club and the dog boarding facility.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
special.
Yeah, cool. So last question we have for you. Why did you choose enterprise co-working?
Well, I really liked the atmosphere here. I love that it's in the old Goodwill Industries building. Again, like
Mhm.
historic preservation, adaptive reuse.
Yeah.
But really, my husband and I moved over to this side of Denver, and so I wanted to stay in the co-working model, and I really was drawn to enterprise. I liked the setup. I liked the dedicated desk opportunity that's actually pretty unique. Like most co-working spaces only have like an office, a private office, or it's just like floaters. So the dedicated desk and the storage was a huge win for me. My two bonuses were that it's dog friendly. I love to bring my dog Randall
Mhm.
when he's on his best behavior, which is
Yeah.
never. Uh, and then I love having the cafe upstairs too. Like coffee is a huge part of my life. And I mean, obviously, having coffee here provided by Enterprise is amazing. But like when I just need to pick me up and I want a fancy coffee, it's nice that I can go up and see Steve. And
Yeah.
yeah, there were a lot of reasons. Like truly, Enterprise will hit all the marks for me, and I can walk here from my home when I want to. And it's a really great space, and I feel like offers a lot of flexibility for different needs.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we love having you as a member here.
Thank you. Yeah, it's coming up on no, 2 years. 2 years
Yeah, yeah,
in
it's been a
2027.
while. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hope you stay, as long as possible.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, me too. The
Yeah,
only reason we would leave is if we grow the company to a point where we need more space.
right,
So,
right. Yeah,
which would not be a bad thing, but I would be
that would
very
not be a
sad
bad
to leave
thing.
Enterprise.
Right, right, totally. Yeah, we love having you here. Thank you again for sitting down with us today. For more information for anyone out there looking for more information, you can go to www.gmshay.com. We will also have that linked below. But thank you so much, Jessica.
Yes, thank you.